bag. See this lady bag.
I really need to utilize this space better. I think I'm going to move some stuff around before we get started here. Well, alright, I reckon that'll do a little bit better for presentation purposes. I kind of went ahead and set up everything how I'm going to use it. This is all the gear I pretty much use all the time. Maybe not those two receivers down there, but I just like them. So I figured I'd put them in there. Got my Denon receiver up there. This is my love. And this is pretty cool. It's a little drawer that pulls out from my turntable so I can actually open and close the lid on my turntable. And also underneath it holds my cassette tapes. I have quite a bit of cassette tapes, not as many as I used to, but I'm looking for more and always buying more, so I'll get most of them back hopefully. They're getting hard to find. Other than that, then we got the VCR, a couple of VCRs, and yeah, looks pretty cool. Not too bad. Kind of got a couple cool movies up there. The very bottom holds movies too. One of these days we're going to have to go through my record collection. There's some pretty cool stuff in there. Disney. Lots of Disney. Oh, the Sony CFD-510. This thing is as memorable to me as a Choco Taco is. Because it's 1995 and you're ready to move up from your little boombox that you have to something a little bit better, but your parents aren't. So these things were super popular back in the day. I remember a number of people around me having them. Especially, I remember a friend of mine, her name was Laura, and she had, I believe it was the exact same one. I got to looking at it and I kind of figured that out after realizing why it looked so familiar to me. But I had a lot of fond memories with these. These were actually cool because you could actually take the speakers off. Now on the back here there's these little tabs. You just kind of push them in and then the whole speaker will come up. But then that allowed you to take and actually separate the speakers to get a better stereo separation. And at the same time it kind of gave you a little bit of an illusion of having a small component system. Digging further into the back, takes a bunch of big batteries. Don't know. 6Ds apparently. And these were always kind of cool, but not really, because you can only, I guess, use one type of speaker if you weren't handy enough to kind of change those out. But these are what the speaker terminals look like. And there's the left and right, and just kind of little connectors that just kind of plug in there, which is pretty neat, pretty cool. Got an antennae for picking up all your favorite radio stations. I also like how they integrated this little kind of thing deal, doohickey, circle, sphere. So, it's not a sphere, it's a circle. Whatever that is, to hold the leads. It's actually pretty cool. So you can unwind it when you go to separate your speakers and then wind it back up. when you want to go ahead and bring it down to the basketball court or what have you. I guess some of the things we got going on is it's got 8x oversampling, CD, dual DA converter system. Not really sure what that is. AM, FM. There's a mega bass feature, balance, and then a rotary equalizer. Okay, so the low frequency they're just calling mega bass, which is 100 hertz. And we got 1 hertz, and we got 10k hertz. It is a tape deck. It does have a record head. Yeah, it looks like it's got an erase head. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I just know that it has to be cleaned. Now what I plan on doing this is I actually plan on putting it in with my big main hi-fi system. And what I'm going to use it for is for this right here. I do not have a good tape player or something that I can use to, listen to tapes to on my main hi-fi. But this has a microphone in and the headphones out, which is pretty much line level. So I can go ahead and take a 3.5 to RCA doohickey thingy that changes one from the other, adapter, there you go, and go ahead and run that up to the Denon, and then Bob's your uncle, and then I can listen to my tapes. So I don't really know exactly where I'm going to put it. If I'm going to put it up there, I don't want to put anything on top of my power amp, obviously. Transformer gets a little warm. But I'm going to figure out somewhere to put it. And definitely enjoy it and use it. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and take this apart. And you know me, I always like to see what's inside of it. I mainly want to see, just because I'm curious, what type of chip it is. I'm sure it's a chip amp. It'd be cool if it was some type of Class AB transistor. I doubt it. I guarantee it's going to be a chip amp. I believe it's 2.5 watt per channel. If you ever owned one of these and you were ever wondering, yeah, that's all it was. But I'm sure it's a full 2.5, and it ain't bad. But yeah, we're going to take it apart, check it out, clean it up, and then probably take a speaker apart. And then we're going to have a bet on if this little tweeter, which I'm sure is not hooked up, we're going to take a bet, and you guys can write down in the comments if you think that this little tiny tweeter is for show or if it's actually hooked up to anything. I'm going to go ahead and think it's not hooked up to anything. Okay, so through the magic of video camera editing, I've already taken the back off of this. So what we'll do, pop these speakers off. Set that aside. Alright, so after a bunch of finagling, we actually got in. It seems on one side we got the power board, the main power board. This is the transistor where the alternating current comes in. Gets smoothed by this, I believe it's a 6800 microfarad. It is a Rubicon, so it's a nice cap. That is our, what is that? That's our full bridge rectum fryer. And some other fun things going on in there. So this is kind of the motherboard. The IC chip is hidden up under here, but we figured out what it is. It's an LA5282. I think that's right. We'll go ahead and throw up the data sheet and all that. But it appears to be a 10 watt stereo amplifier chip. It's a 12 pin, the flat DIP type chips. You can kind of see it in there. Yeah, it's definitely really dirty. I knew the CD player doesn't work. It hasn't worked for a while. I got this from a buddy of mine, and he said he worked on it back when he was 15, so it was way back in the day. And something about the CD wouldn't spin, or something was going on with the CD. But yeah, definitely all dirty, but I definitely did find a bit of a problem. If we look, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it right through there. We have the belt has perished. It's broke. You can see a little piece of it right there. But that's no big deal. That's fine. There's plenty of places to get belts out there on the Evil Bay. And that's no big deal. I can get one of them. I'm still going to clean it up. I'm still going to use it as I intend to use it. And being that it was, a buddy of mine, kind of, makes it mean a little bit more. And yeah, I'm kind of nostalgic for things like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and take apart one of these speakers and see what these actually have going on in them. Probably not a lot, but I'll also clean all that up too. So, fucking belts perish. This sucks. Something's not right. Something's not right. Oh wait, I know what's not right. That's better. Alright, so I had a little bit of a problem. Turns out my screwdriver wasn't long enough to get down to the screws with this. But I got a little tip for you if that ever happens. If that ever happens, just take a regular screwdriver, burn the handle off of it, take the rest of the screwdriver, and fashion some kind of funky pen tip to it, or something like that. So then go ahead and grab said tool and a pair of pliers. Pliers are for leverage. That's science, people. And then voila. Alright, so now the moment of truth. I'm overwhelmed with excitement. What's going on here? Oh, wow. I had guessed wrong. Huh. Well, not really going to be able to open it up too much. But as I hope you can see, it is actually connected. There we go. There we go. As you can actually see, it is connected. Little piezo tweeter. And I think with a little piezo tweeter like that, you don't actually need any type of base blocking capacitor. What does that say? Oh well, it just refuses to focus, but that's fine. So that is the inside of one of these Sony speakers, if you were ever wondering. Doesn't seem too bad. I'm sure it's a lot better than what sound design was making at the time. Oh, let's not forget about the wall of sound that I'm working on. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do like the content, please consider liking and subscribing, and give a comment or two down below. I also do automotive videos, and I've been posting a lot more often. Speaking of which, in my next video, I'm going to go ahead and open up this knockoff Wilson Walkman, and it has a watch. Pretty sure this thing's been sealed for about 25 years. And as you can see, I think it was in a store where smoking was allowed. I'm not really sure if that is from sunlight, but it is very, very dark. Looks like nicotine. Gross. I want that watch. I will wear that watch.